Did you know that around the world, people eat foods so shocking and unusual that they could make your jaw drop? From fish that can kill you if not prepared correctly, to cheese crawling with live maggots, to a tiny egg that hides the half-formed duck inside. These bizarre delicacies are real, and they are beloved traditions in their cultures. Today, we're going on a global journey to explore 10 of the weirdest, most shocking foods from around the world. This is not for the faint of heart, so get ready to test your stomach and your imagination. Let's dive in. Japan fugu pufferfish. In Japan, one of the most dangerous meals in the world is also one of the most expensive. Fugu, or pufferfish, is considered a delicacy in high-end restaurants. But here's the shocking part. This fish contains a poison called tetrodotoxin that is 200 times deadlier than cyanide. A dose smaller than a pinhead can kill a human in minutes by paralyzing the muscles and stopping breathing. Only specially licensed chefs who train for years are allowed to prepare it, and the government closely regulates who can handle the fish. Yet despite the risk, Japanese people still pay hundreds of dollars to taste thin slices of the raw fish served as sashimi. The thrill comes from knowing that one wrong cut could turn dinner into a death sentence. Fugu has become a symbol of living on the edge, and every year, tourists travel to Japan to test their luck with this notorious dish. Imagine eating something where the tiniest mistake means your last meal. This is reality in Japan. Iceland. Hakkarl, fermented shark. Traveling to Iceland, we find one of the strangest foods ever, hakkarl, which is Greenland shark that has been fermented and buried underground for months, then hung to dry. Why? Because Greenland shark meat is actually poisonous when fresh due to high levels of toxins. To make it edible, Icelanders developed a bizarre method. Bury the shark, let it rot, then hang it out in the open air for 4 to 5 months until it smells like ammonia and decay. The end result is a chewy, stinky cube of meat that tastes like rotten cheese mixed with bleach. Tourists often gag when they try it, but for Icelanders, this is a proud traditional dish, often eaten during festivals. The late Anthony Bourdain once called it the single worst, most disgusting thing I've ever put in my mouth, while Gordon Ramsay spit it out immediately. But in Iceland, it's considered a rite of passage. Could you swallow something that tastes like poison-soaked rubber? In Iceland, it's a national treasure. Philippines, balut, fertilized duck egg. In the Philippines, a common street food is something that will shock most people. Balut, a fertilized duck egg with a half-developed duck embryo inside. Vendors boil the egg and serve it warm with salt, vinegar, or chili. When you crack it open, you see feathers, bones, and even a tiny beak. Most foreigners are horrified, but for Filipinos, balut is a high-protein snack believed to boost strength and energy. It's often eaten late at night with beer. The texture is a mix of creamy yolk and crunchy little bones, and locals say it's delicious if you don't think too hard about what you're chewing. Balut is also popular in Vietnam, Cambodia, and Laos. Would you dare to slurp down a baby duck in its shell? In the Philippines, it's comfort food. China century eggs. China is famous for its ancient traditions, but one of its foods looks like it came from another planet: century eggs. Despite the name, they aren't really 100 years old, but they are eggs preserved for weeks or months in clay, ash, and quicklime. The process transforms the yolk into a dark green jelly and the white into a brown, translucent gel. The smell is strong, like sulfur and ammonia, and the taste is bold and earthy. Many foreigners think it looks like an alien egg, but in China, it's a delicacy served with rice porridge or as a side dish. Some say it tastes like creamy cheese, others say it tastes like rotten eggs. But for millions of Chinese families, century eggs are not bizarre. They're part of their heritage. What would you do if you were served a black, jelly-like egg at dinner? Scotland, haggis. In Scotland, the national dish is haggis, which might shock you when you learn what's inside. Haggis is made from sheep's heart, liver, and lungs, all minced together with oats, onions, and spices, then stuffed into the sheep's stomach and boiled. For centuries, it was poor man's food, using every part of the animal to avoid waste. Today, it's celebrated on Burns Night, a Scottish holiday honoring poet Robert Burns. Tourists are often surprised by its rich, nutty flavor. While it may sound disgusting, haggis is so loved that when the UK banned sheep lungs and food imports, Scotland fought to keep its tradition alive. It's proof that one culture's shock is another culture's pride. Thailand, fried insects. If you walk the streets of Bangkok, you'll find vendors selling baskets full of fried insects, grasshoppers, crickets, silkworms, and even giant water bugs. These snacks are crunchy, salty, and surprisingly tasty, like potato chips with extra protein. For many Thai people, insects are cheap, nutritious, and eco-friendly. Scientists say bugs might even be the food of the future for the whole world. But for visitors, biting into a crispy scorpion or giant cricket can feel like something out of a nightmare. Would you crunch through a deep-fried tarantula leg? In Thailand, it's just street food. Korea, live octopus, sanakji. In South Korea, some diners eat live octopus, known as sanakji. The chef chops the octopus into small pieces and serves it immediately, while the tentacles are still wriggling on the plate. Diners dip the moving pieces into sesame oil and chew carefully because the suction cups can stick to the inside of your mouth and throat. Every year, a few people even choke while eating it. Still, Koreans consider it a delicacy and a symbol of freshness. The sensation of eating something that is still alive shocks many visitors, but for locals, it's an experience of connection with the sea. Mexico, escamoles, ant larvae. In Mexico, one of the most unique dishes is escamoles, known as insect caviar. These are ant larvae harvested from the roots of agave plants. They look like tiny white pearls and are sautéed with butter, garlic, and spices. The taste is nutty and buttery, almost like cottage cheese. For centuries, this has been considered a delicacy dating back to the Aztecs. While foreigners may feel disgusted by the idea of eating ant eggs, in Mexico City, high-end restaurants charge top dollar for this rare and seasonal ingredient. Italy, casu marzu, maggot cheese. One of the most shocking foods in the world comes from Sardinia, Italy, casu marzu, which literally means rotten cheese. This is sheep's milk cheese that is deliberately infested with live maggots to help it ferment. The wriggling larvae break down the fats, making the cheese extra soft and creamy. But here's the twist. People eat it with the maggots still crawling inside. Locals say if the maggots are dead, the cheese is unsafe to eat. European food safety authorities have tried to ban it, but Sardinians defend it as part of their tradition. Imagine spreading a piece of bread with squirming maggots. This is reality in Sardinia. Peru, cuy, guinea pig. In Peru, Ecuador, and parts of the Andes, guinea pigs are not cute pets, they are dinner. Known as cuy, guinea pigs are roasted whole and served with potatoes and corn. It's been a staple in the Andes for thousands of years, dating back to the Inca civilization. For locals, it's a source of protein and an important cultural food, often served on special occasions. Tourists, however, are often horrified when they see the little animal, complete with head and legs, roasted on their plate. But for Peruvians, it's a proud tradition, and chefs even prepare gourmet versions in fine restaurants. Around the world, food is more than just survival. It's culture, history, and tradition. What seems shocking or disgusting to one person can be comfort food to another. From deadly fish in Japan, to fermented shark in Iceland, to maggot-filled cheese in Italy, these foods challenge our definition of what's normal. They remind us that the world is full of surprises and that every culture has its own way of expressing identity through food. So the next time you travel, would you dare to try any of these bizarre delicacies? Which one shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell for more unbelievable facts from around the world. Until next time, keep exploring, keep discovering, and keep your stomach strong.